Life has a way of knocking us down. Sometimes it's the weight of past mistakes, the sting of failures, or the pain of loss that leaves us feeling broken. But here's the truth. You can rebuild yourself. In fact, you must. The power to transform your life, to rise from the ashes, lies within you. The process of rebuilding doesn't happen overnight, but it's a journey worth taking, a journey that begins the moment you decide that who you are today, but not today, who you'll become tomorrow. We all face challenges, setbacks, and moments where we feel lost. But that doesn't mean your story ends there. The greatest success stories are not those who never faced adversity, but those who chose to rise every single time they were knocked down. You have the ability to rebuild, reimagine, and redesign your life. Rebuilding starts with one powerful decision: to take responsibility for your life. It starts with acknowledging that your past does not determine your future. No matter how many times you've stumbled, no matter how many mistakes you've made, you can make a fresh start. This moment right now is your opportunity to begin anew. Step 1. Let go of the past. One of the most crucial steps in rebuilding yourself is learning to let go of the past. This isn't just about moving on from mistakes. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional weight that holds you back. The past has a way of trapping us in cycles of regret, shame, and self-doubt, but it doesn't have to dictate your future. In fact, it shouldn't. To truly rebuild yourself, you must release the past's hold on you and take back your power. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean erasing the events, mistakes, or experiences that have shaped you. What it means is choosing not to let them control your present or your future. The past has a place in your story, but it doesn't have to be the chapter you're living in now. When you continue to carry the weight of your past with you, you're carrying unnecessary burdens that prevent you from moving forward. You're holding on to the pain, the disappointments, and the missed opportunities, and those things can drain your energy if you let them. The first thing you must recognize is that your mistakes do not define you. Everyone makes mistakes, and everyone has faced setbacks. The difference between those who thrive and those who stay stuck is the ability to see mistakes as stepping stones, not as permanent markers of failure. Your past mistakes are simply lessons that can teach you valuable things about yourself and the world. If you allow them to, they can serve as the foundation for your growth rather than the cage that confines you. To let go of the past, you must first acknowledge what holds you back. What are you holding on to? Is it regret over missed opportunities? Guilt over decisions you can't undo? Grudges that weigh on your heart? The first step to release these things is to confront them. You cannot let go of something you refuse to face. By acknowledging the pain and disappointment you've been carrying, you take the first step toward freedom. The next step is to practice forgiveness. This is often the hardest part. Forgiveness isn't just for others, it's for you. Holding on to anger, resentment, or blame only keeps you tied to the past, preventing you from experiencing peace and moving forward. Forgiveness is about releasing the emotional grip that the past has on you. It's a way of freeing yourself from the chains of old hurts, so you can step into a brighter future. Forgiving yourself is equally important. Too often we are our harshest critics. We replay our mistakes, dissect our failures, and feel the weight of guilt and regret. The truth is, you did the best you could with what you knew at the time. And now that you know better, you can do better. Letting go means accepting your humanity, understanding that growth comes from experience, and giving yourself permission to move on. You are not defined by your past mistakes. You are defined by what you choose to do next. Another powerful step in letting go of the past is shifting your perspective. Instead of seeing the past as a series of setbacks, look at it as the building blocks of who you are today. Every hardship you've endured has made you stronger, more resilient, and more capable of overcoming future challenges. The experiences that once seemed like burdens can now be seen as lessons that have equipped you with wisdom. Your past does not need to be a source of shame. It can be a source of strength. Lastly, learn to forgive the past itself. Understand that things didn't always turn out the way you hoped. There were times when life was unfair, when things didn't go your way, or when people hurt you. But those moments don't have to define your journey. Accept that life is unpredictable and let go of the expectations you had of the past. Shift your focus to the present moment and the future that you can create. Letting go of the past is about freedom. It's about taking control of your life and reclaiming your energy, your focus, and your purpose. You can't rebuild yourself while carrying the weight of past mistakes, regrets, and unresolved emotions. Acknowledge the past, forgive it, and then release it. The moment you do, you unlock the power to move forward, let go, and step into the future that is waiting for you. Step 2. Clarify your vision. After letting go of the past, the next crucial step in rebuilding yourself is to clarify your vision. Vision is the blueprint for your life, the guiding star that will lead you toward your true purpose and goals. It is the clear picture of who you want to become, where you want to go, and what you want to achieve. Without a vision, you are like a ship lost at sea, drifting aimlessly without direction. But with a clear, defined vision, you gain the clarity, focus, and motivation needed to build the life you desire. Understanding the power of vision. A vision isn't just about setting goals. It's about painting a vivid picture of the future that excites you, motivates you, and pushes you to grow. It's the ability to see beyond your current circumstances and imagine a better version of yourself. It is not bound by your past mistakes or limitations, but is fueled by your potential. When you can clearly visualize your future, you create a roadmap that will guide you through the challenges and setbacks you will inevitably face. Your vision gives you purpose. It's the why behind everything you do. When you wake up in the morning, knowing where you're heading and what you're working toward will drive you to take action, no matter how tough things get. A vision pulls you forward and keeps you focused on the bigger picture. Finding your vision. Clarifying your vision starts with understanding what truly matters to you. It requires deep self-reflection and a willingness to dream big. Ask yourself, what do I want from my life? What excites you? What are your passions? What values do you want to uphold? The answers to these questions will serve as the foundation for your vision. Take the time to explore the areas of your life that you want to change or improve. This could be your career, your health, your relationships, your personal growth, or your impact on the world. Once you identify what areas need clarity, break them down into specific goals that align with your desires. A powerful way to clarify your vision is through visualization. Close your eyes and imagine your ideal life. What does it look like? Where are you? What are you doing? How do you feel? The clearer your vision, the more real it becomes. The more vivid and detailed your mental picture, the more you start to believe that it's possible for you. Your mind will begin to recognize opportunities and solutions that align with your vision, aligning your vision with your values. Your vision should align with your core values, those deep-rooted beliefs and principles that define who you are and guide your decisions. If your vision conflicts with your values, it will be difficult to stay motivated and committed to your goals. Take the time to identify your values and make sure your vision reflects them. For instance, if one of your core values is health, your vision might involve creating a balanced lifestyle where fitness and nutrition are a priority. Setting realistic milestones. Once you've defined your vision, the next step is to break it down into smaller, achievable milestones. So think of these milestones as stepping stones that will take you closer to your ultimate goal. While your vision represents the big picture, these milestones represent the smaller tasks and actions that you need to accomplish along the way. Setting clear milestones helps you stay focused and motivated as you see yourself progress. These milestones are crucial for making your vision actionable. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the enormity of your vision, but when you break it down into manageable steps, it becomes less intimidating. Each milestone you accomplish is a small victory that reinforces your belief in yourself and your ability to achieve your goals. Embrace flexibility and adaptation. While your vision should be clear and specific, it's important to remain flexible. Life is unpredictable, and obstacles will arise that you didn't anticipate. Your vision will guide you, but it's essential to stay adaptable. If something doesn't go according to plan, don't abandon your vision, adjust your approach. Sometimes the journey may require you to take a different path, but the destination should remain the same. Clarifying your vision is a transformative step in rebuilding yourself. It's not just about setting goals, it's about creating a mental picture of the life you truly want to live. A clear vision will give you direction, purpose, and motivation to take the necessary actions, overcome obstacles, and stay committed to your goals. Remember, your vision should be aligned with your values and inspire you to grow and evolve into the person you're meant to become. Once you have a vision, break it down into actionable steps and embrace the journey with determination and an open mind. With a clear vision, you are no longer drifting aimlessly. You are navigating toward your best future, one purposeful step at a time. Step 3, take small, consistent steps. One of the most powerful and often overlooked steps in rebuilding yourself is the ability to take small, consistent steps toward your goals. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the idea of a massive transformation or the daunting task ahead. But success is rarely achieved through one giant leap. True, lasting change comes from the accumulation of small actions repeated over time. Each small step you take, no matter how insignificant it may seem in the moment, brings you closer to your vision. The power of consistency. Many people set big, ambitious goals, but they falter when they don't see immediate results. They get frustrated, lose motivation, and eventually give up. The key to overcoming this frustration is recognizing the power of consistency. Progress doesn't happen overnight, and success doesn't come from doing everything perfectly right away. It comes from committing to the process, showing up every day, and doing what you can, no matter how small the action. Consistency builds momentum. When you take one small step each day, you may not see the effects immediately, but over time, those steps compound and create significant progress. But think about the way a snowball gathers momentum. As it rolls downhill, it starts small, but as it continues to move, it grows in size and power. Similarly, the more consistent you are in your actions, the bigger your progress becomes. Start with tiny, achievable tasks. Taking small steps means starting with tasks that are easily achievable. Trying to take on too much at once can lead to burnout or feelings of inadequacy. When you start small, you give yourself the opportunity to build confidence. Each task you complete, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that you are capable of achieving your bigger goals. For example, if your vision involves improving your health and fitness, don't expect to run a marathon on day one. Instead, commit to a 10-minute walk or a short workout each day. The goal is to get started and build the habit. As you see yourself following through on small tasks, you gain confidence and your momentum grows. The key is to focus on progress, not perfection. Progress is what matters most. As you continue to take small steps, you'll see that perfection isn't necessary. What's important is the continuous forward motion. If you keep moving forward, even if it's just a little bit each day, you will eventually arrive at your destination. Create a routine. Consistency thrives within a routine. Establishing a daily or weekly routine around the actions that lead to your vision will make the process easier and more automatic. By incorporating positive habits into your daily life, they become part of who you are. A routine eliminates the need for willpower or motivation, which can fluctuate. When you commit to doing something consistently, regardless of how you feel in the moment, you build a sense of discipline. A well-established routine also helps you measure your progress. When you have a clear and consistent schedule, you can track your improvement over time. This sense of accomplishment keeps you motivated and reassured that you're moving closer to your goals. Embrace patience. One of the biggest challenges people face when rebuilding themselves is impatience. We live in a world that values instant gratification, but real change doesn't happen instantly. It requires patience. When you focus on the process rather than obsessing over immediate results, you allow yourself the space to grow. You need to trust that each small step is contributing to a greater transformation. I think about it like planting seeds. If you plant a seed and immediately start digging it up to check on its progress, it will never have the chance to grow. But if you leave it to grow naturally and keep watering it each day, it will eventually sprout into something beautiful. Similarly, your consistent small efforts will compound over time, leading to the results you desire. Don't fear setbacks. Taking small steps is not about perfection, it's about progress. And setbacks will happen. There will be days when you miss a task, feel discouraged, or don't make the progress you hope for. But this doesn't mean you failed. It's just part of the journey. The key is to stay consistent despite setbacks. Understand that one misstep or one bad day doesn't erase the progress you've already made. The important thing is to keep going. Every day is a new opportunity to take another small step forward. Taking small, consistent steps is the foundation of building lasting change. It's not about doing everything all at once. It's about committing to the process and showing up every day, no matter how small the action seems. By focusing on the next step, rather than the entire journey, you remove the overwhelming pressure of perfection and allow yourself to grow at your own pace. The greatest achievements are often built on a series of small actions. When you commit to taking small steps every day, you are laying the foundation for a stronger, more resilient version of yourself. So don't wait for the perfect time to start. Begin now with one small step and let the power of consistency propel you toward the future you want to create. Step 4, embrace change. Change is inevitable. It's the only constant in life. Yet, for many people, the thought of change can be unsettling, even terrifying. The idea of stepping into the unknown, leaving behind familiar routines, and challenging the status quo can trigger feelings of fear and resistance. But the truth is, change is the key to growth. And if you're serious about rebuilding yourself, you must learn to embrace it. Rebuilding yourself means stepping outside your comfort zone, and that requires a willingness to adapt to new circumstances, habits, and ways of thinking. Change is not just about external circumstances shifting, it's about an internal shift that prepares you to face new challenges with courage and resilience. Here's why embracing change is essential to rebuilding yourself. Change is where growth happens. Growth doesn't happen when you remain in the same place. It doesn't occur in your comfort zone. Real personal development occurs when you push yourself beyond your current limits, which often requires stepping into unfamiliar territory. Embracing change means recognizing that you have to evolve to achieve your fullest potential. The moment you resist change is the moment you stop growing. I think about a seed planted in the ground. It has to break through the soil to reach the light. If the seed decided to stay buried, it would never grow into the plant it was meant to be. Similarly, to rebuild yourself, you must push through the barriers of your current situation and embrace the process of change. While the transformation can feel uncomfortable at first, it's necessary for you to grow into a better version of yourself. Change is the path to new opportunities. When you embrace change, you open yourself up to new possibilities. Often we hold on to things because they're familiar, even when they no longer serve us. Maybe it's a job that drains your energy, a relationship that isn't healthy, or a mindset that keeps you stuck. These things can provide a sense of security, but they also limit your potential. When you embrace change, you make room for new opportunities. Letting go of the old allows you to make space for what's to come. New experiences, new people, and new opportunities become available to you when you're willing to embrace the unknown. Change can feel risky, but without it, you would never experience the growth and new opportunities that can take your life in an entirely different direction. Imagine a person who stays in a job they hate because it's familiar and safe. They're not allowing themselves to explore other careers, meet new people, or take on new challenges. But when they finally embrace change and leave that job, they open themselves to a new world of opportunities, one that aligns more closely with their values and passions. Change requires letting go of the past. As we discussed in the first step of rebuilding yourself, letting go of the past is crucial. Change and growth are impossible if you're still holding on to what no longer serves you. Whether it's outdated beliefs, old emotional baggage, or negative self-talk, holding on to the past prevents you from fully stepping into the future. Embracing change means you need to leave behind what's comfortable but no longer fulfilling. This can be one of the hardest parts of personal transformation, but it's necessary for moving forward. Imagine trying to carry a heavy suitcase filled with unnecessary items. Every time you take a step, you feel the weight dragging you down. Letting go of the past is like leaving that suitcase behind and walking lighter, freer, and with greater purpose. Change builds resilience. Another powerful reason to embrace change is that it builds resilience. Life is unpredictable, and change often brings challenges that test our ability to adapt. However, every time you face a challenge and learn to navigate through it, you become stronger and more resilient. Think of a time when you faced a change you didn't initially want. Maybe it was a major life event, such as a job loss or a relationship ending. At first, it felt like a setback, but as you adapted and embraced the changes that followed, you realize how much stronger and more resourceful you became. Each new challenge adds to your personal toolkit, making you better equipped for future changes. Resilience doesn't mean you won't face difficulties. It means that when change does come your way, you'll have the mental strength to rise above it and turn it into an opportunity for growth. Embrace change as a natural part of life. To rebuild yourself, you must come to terms with the fact that change is a natural, inevitable part of life. The more you fight against it, the more you'll struggle. But when you learn to flow with change, to see it as an opportunity rather than a threat, you'll unlock the ability to adapt, grow, and thrive. Embracing change doesn't mean that you have to change everything about yourself. It means being open to the idea that you have the power to evolve, to try new things, and to step outside of your comfort zone. Change may be uncomfortable at first, but it's where your greatest growth lies. It's in the uncertainty and discomfort that you discover what you're truly capable of. Rebuilding yourself requires embracing change, not fearing it. It means stepping into the unknown with faith that the process of change will lead you to something better, something greater than where you are now. Change brings growth, opens doors to new opportunities, and helps you develop resilience to navigate life's challenges. If you want to create the life you've always dreamed of, you must learn to welcome change, let go of the past, and trust that each step forward is a step toward your transformation. Embrace the journey of change. It's the only path to becoming the best version of yourself. Step 5, cultivate resilience. In the journey of rebuilding yourself, one of the most essential qualities you need to develop is resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, and setbacks are a natural part of any personal transformation. Resilience is what allows you to bounce back from challenges, learn from failures, and continue moving forward with strength and determination. It's the ability to face adversity without losing your drive. And it is a key component of your ability to rebuild and transform your life. What is resilience? Resilience is not just about toughing it out when things get difficult. It's about adapting to and growing through challenges. It's the mental and emotional strength to recover from setbacks, adapt to change, and keep going despite obstacles. Resilience doesn't mean you won't experience pain, frustration, or disappointment. It means that when those things happen, You'll find a way to rise above them and continue on your path. The good news is that resilience is not something you're born with. It's a skill that can be cultivated. It's like a muscle that gets stronger the more you use it. By consciously working to strengthen your resilience, you can better navigate the challenges of life and emerge from them wiser, stronger, and more capable. Embrace setbacks as opportunities for growth. One of the most important aspects of cultivating resilience is shifting your perspective on setbacks. While most people see failure as a roadblock, but resilient individuals view setbacks as opportunities for growth. They understand that failure is not a permanent condition, but a learning experience that helps them become better, stronger, and more capable. When you face a setback, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this experience? Rather than feeling defeated, use each setback as an opportunity to learn something new, whether it's about yourself, the situation, or how to approach a challenge differently in the future. Remember, success is rarely a straight line. It's full of twists, turns, and detours that ultimately lead you to where you need to be. Every failure or setback is just a lesson in disguise. Strengthen your emotional agility. Resilience is closely tied to emotional agility, the ability to recognize, understand, and manage your emotions in healthy ways. Emotional agility allows you to move through tough times without becoming paralyzed by negative feelings such as fear, anger, or sadness. Instead of avoiding or suppressing your emotions, resilient people acknowledge them and process them in a way that doesn't stop them from moving forward. When you're facing a difficult situation, it's natural to experience emotions like frustration, disappointment, or sadness. The key is not to let those emotions dictate your actions or prevent you from taking the next step. Acknowledging your emotions without letting them control you is a powerful way to stay grounded and maintain your momentum, even during challenging times. Build a support system. No one can build resilience in isolation. Having a strong support system of friends, family, mentors, or peers can make a huge difference in how you handle adversity. These are the people who can offer encouragement, advice, and perspective when you're facing difficulties. Sometimes just knowing that someone believes in you can provide the strength you need to keep going.